Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody is doing well. I want to thank you all for coming in today and joining me in another devotional. And we are still in the book called What Does God Say About My Sin? Today's devotional is on what does God say about complaining. Okay, and I'll give you 3 portions of scriptures here. This one comes from Numbers chapter 11, verse 1. And when the people complained, it displeased the Lord. And the Lord heard it, and his anger was kindled. And the fire of the Lord burnt among them, and consumed them that were in the uttermost parts of the camp. Now from John chapter 6, verse 43. Jesus therefore answered and said unto them, Murmur not among yourselves. Now 1 Corinthians 10, verse 10. Neither murmur ye, as some of them also murmured, and were destroyed of the destroyer. Now here's the hints and helps for the hard words. Kindled here means to slowly start to blaze, to grow hotter and hotter. Uttermost parts of the camp they defined as the farthest outskirts of Israel's camp. No one could get away from God's judgment. Murmur, they defined as grumbling or muttering in a low, gripping voice. Here's another one. Were destroyed of the destroyer. Now they defined that as God was so displeased with Israel's complaining that he sent an angel to kill the 14,700 Israelites who kept complaining against Moses, Aaron, and God. Okay. Now I'll read you these and you just decide yourself which verse you heard that at. God is very displeased with complaining. He is displeased as much today as he was with Israel hundreds of years ago. So what verse from those 3 scriptures there that came from? God hears me when I complain. So you just pick out which verse that relates to that. God gets angry when his people complain against him. So you pick out the verse for that one. Jesus commanded the Jews to stop murmuring and complaining among themselves. So you pick out which verse fits there. Paul preferring to the Israelites who complained against Moses, Aaron, and God in the desert, reminds me to learn from them that refuse to murmur and complain against God. So you pick out which verse there. Okay, now under what you should do, and I should, stop complaining. If God was so displeased with griping, murmuring, and complaining in years past, why would he not be just as displeased today? What do you complain about the most? So you can answer that one yourself. Stop complaining. If complaining is an attack on God's purpose and plan for my life, who am I to complain about my parents, my school, my chores, or anything God allows in my life? List 2 things you complained about last week. So you pick for yourself there. And then just for fun, how many words can you write using the letters from the word below? And the word below is complaining. So that would be a fun little exercise for all of you all to do. So please do that. It will be fun and you will enjoy it. I hope y'all enjoyed the devotional today, and I hope you all have a wonderful and blessed day. May God bless.